This episode is brought to you by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery. The Grateful Dead and Dogfish Head have gotten the band back together with the release of Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale, a light-bodied pale ale brewed with sustainable kernels of grains, granola, and heaps of good karma for a refreshing brew that's music to your taste buds. Available nationwide, visit dogfish.com to find Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale in your neck of the woods. Dogfish Head Craft Brewery is located in Milton, Delaware. Please drink responsibly.
This episode is brought to you by Wayfair. Podcasts follow us everywhere. Whether you're cooking in the kitchen, chilling in the living room, or pretending to fold laundry in the bedroom. And with Wayfair, every one of those rooms can tell a story of its own. Their curated collections of furniture styles and prices make Wayfair the trusted destination to turn your home into your happy place. Shop everything home at wayfair.com with free and easy delivery straight to your door.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
She flowing in that cash talk. Walk in the booth like Naomi on the catwalk. And tell them bitches whoop whoop from the Jaguar. It ain't even right though. Push me and I might go. She ain't getting money. I'm like, what the fuck the hype for? When them bitches bite flow, make my appetite go. Poof, gone, voila, magic. Looking mad good just to pull up on them rampant.
Welcome back to another episode of Unhinged and Immoral. I'm your host, Jamila.
And I'm Mecca. And we have a very special guest here today. Let me read off his accolades.
Why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all
We have to start so we can go somewhere.
We have to start somewhere.
Yes.
So introducing our next very special guest, and internet icon, stand-up comedian, author, and creator of the BET show Churchy, and our self-acclaimed mentor and friend, Kev On Stage.
Yes.
Self-acclaimed? Mentor? Thank you, guys. This has been my dream. I asked Mecca and Jamila to be on the podcast, and they shaded me for like 3 months. They was like, yeah, man, whatever. Whenever we get to it.
Who said that?
And they pushed me down. They pushed me down on the ground.
You lie, you kill.
You lie. You ain't no good.
Honestly, I'm very happy to be here. This is great. I'm very proud of you guys. Godly proud.
We are so happy for you to be here.
I just want to say Mecca has a good Pentecostal skirt and Jamila's feet
I wore a Pentecostal skirt and my socks and New Balances for Kev.
This is like the church kids going to Six Flags. This is how we had to dress to go to Six Flags.
My arms
I mean, she got a lot of arm out, and there's too much chest.
But you know why it was okay? Because
she was
I'm
from
California.
Yeah.
Well, no, California, it was so hot. It's like 100 degrees in California.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, like, I was going to say, this could get away in July. This is July.
And Atlanta's weather, man, what's going on?
I don't know, but it's not silk press approved.
No, it's not.
I tell you that. I had a bonnet on outside. I wasn't playing those games. No.
She had the bonnet on all the way up until you got here.
I love this. I love this.
Exactly.
I don't fool with Atlanta. It's been raining for 40 days and 40
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even check the weather because I was like, oh, it's cool. And I got here and I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
And it's super mugged out.
Yeah,
it's muggy.
And it's like thunderstorm raining.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's bad.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I thought you were going to ask your question first.
Okay.
Because it was supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did y'all have 4 questions total?
Yes.
Well, yes. No. Really? Yes, because and who knows if we get through the 4 questions.
We actually have a ton of guiding lights.
Okay, let's do this.
Because I know how we can get being very talkative and things. I want to get into church. You just did something that, my God, on today. Imagine.
Shout out to Dominique.
So not only do we have season 2 of Churchy coming out very soon. Drop the date.
August 21st.
Yes.
BET Plus, all 10 episodes.
That's Jelani birthday,
watch
by
it.
the
That's
way.
Jelani baby. That's that baby birthday.
That's that baby birthday.
He should watch it for his birthday. Y'all should get together and watch it as a family.
And we will.
Yeah.
And we absolutely will. But you
fun.
also just sold a show. Another show to BET.
Yeah, The Hospital is coming out on BET, the channel.
Come on.
Linear.
Hello.
Big Linear.
Feel me?
That's
Cable.
September 10th. Yeah, on cable TV, September 10th. And the crazy thing, this is not a flex. This is just how good God is. We shot that show in 2.5 days. Like, I couldn't even afford the 3rd day at the full rate because that hospital set was very expensive for me.
I bet it was.
It was a lot
hospital.
of bread. It was because it came like set deck and all that stuff. Like, but it was a lot of bread. Fun fact, there was no AC in there. and it was in the dead of summer, and they didn't mention
This
that.
is in LA?
This is in LA.
Oh, hell
In the valley, which the valley of LA is hotter than other parts. So like Santa Monica, Hollywood, they don't get as hot as the valley does. It can be like 10, 15 degrees hotter in the valley. So we were sweating like crazy. Wow. We had to pay extra to get an AC, but the AC was too loud to film with. So we'd have to turn it on and turn it off. We had to have PAs doing it. But anyway, we serve a God.
Hello.
Of Abraham.
Yes.
In 2.5 days.
Where's Jarrell at? I will never let it go.
2.5 days became 4 episodes of television. So
that's right.
It's amazing.
Period.
God
And
is
it
amazing.
paid off. Like,
It paid off.
sometimes you got to just trust in yourself and take a chance and just be like, I know this is going to hit, but how it's going to hit. And it did.
It did. It did.
And you shot that last year.
I shot that last summer.
That's crazy.
And
wow.
I did. It was like in July. It was the hottest it would be. We shot it on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I went to DreamCon like the next day, and I was like, and I'm very happy. It came out like super great.
Good. I'm excited.
But I never
it.
thought it would be a TV show.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it was just for Patreon. My Patreon loved it. People loved the clips we put on social to try to get people to go to Patreon. But I didn't plan on it being a TV show at all. I was just
That's so cool.
That's
so
amazing.
wait, how did it end up kind of becoming a TV show?
So I believe the success on socials, TV execs watch stuff. But we have partners who were like, y'all should pick this up before somebody else does. So the same people, Spring Hill, who worked with us on getting Churchy sold to BT, they went back to BT and was like, because other people, it was like a bidding war. Another company wanted it too.
Come on now.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Not a bidding
They was
war.
fighting over the kids.
Come on, man.
That's right.
You better ask about me, big Kev, not the little. My feet touch the ground.
Catch the shade, child.
But yeah, I mean, and the thing is for me, like, I'm just really grateful because it's been a lot of years of trying to do this and a lot of failure.
Yeah.
And it feels like now the dominoes are starting to like tip over where things that used to be very hard are now less hard.
Right.
And
that's the word.
yeah, but it's taken a long time to get to that point. But now, like, I snuck my pinky toe in the door with Churchy.
Yeah.
And in season 2, I got my next toe in.
Yeah.
Hospital.
You only got a couple more left.
I only got a couple more toes. I'm about to get that door all the way open.
Once that big toe's in, you're good.
Once that big toe
Once that
in,
big toe's
because
in
mine
there.
got a hook. The nail go hook off.
Mine got a
door
acrylic
stopper.
on it.
Yeah,
I'ma get
my
in there.
big toe busted in the mud. So if I get that big one in there, you
that
might as well
big
let
one
me in. Because that big toe gonna open, I'm gonna open it up.
Yes.
And I think for me, it's all about opening it up for other people too, right? That's why Mecca and Jamila are on my new show, Safe Space, which will by the time this airs, I might be able to make that announcement.
Okay, period.
But I remember, seeing both of y'all separately on TikTok. I was trying to think of the video that made me follow Mecca, but I know what it was for Jamila. It was such a random video. It was Michael Jackson. Oh, man, that girl.
Oh, man.
Said,
Hello?
This girl is freaking nuts. The first video, I said, oh, boom. And Mecca was yapping. Oh, I know what it was for you. It was, you was talking about you had been, it was BBLs. You was talking about drainage and stuff.
Yes.
I had seen you before, but that BBL, and I said, the things you said casually. I said, this girl's talking about doo-doo and stuff. He said,
Backshot air.
Backshot air.
Yeah.
And I said,
Because when you're not used to, having all that butt, my mom taught you got to take the hose and you get up in there.
Yeah.
You take the powder under the rolls and certain things that, if you wasn't born with it, then you don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
You got to think about that, for real.
And people was always talking about you in other videos. And I saw Mecca and I was like, she have no caption, no nothing.
Just talking like
Just be in there like, how people, and the people be in the comments knowing.
Yeah.
And they be referencing 7 videos back. I said, oh, you built a community of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became rant. So I'm a pandemic person. And I was just in my house going crazy.
So you just talking to that phone?
So I was just talking to that phone and people were messing with it.
Yeah.
And then also I did not realize how sporadic I was.
Oh, yeah.
Until
that's crazy.
other big creators like you were like, so what the fuck?
Well, because you don't follow tradition.
Yeah.
Tradition says caption. Theme. You was just like, man, I had a hot dog. I do enjoy hot dog. Next thing, getting ready for this concert.
Like she starts on the part 2 of the story.
Mid-thought, mid-brain, and if you didn't see season 1.
Yeah.
You're like, did I miss season 1? You're season 3, episode 27 with
I've done so much better now. They've been in my comments like, we haven't, and it's not the same. I'm like, yo, now I got a team telling me I gotta be.
No, you gotta be who you were.
But you know
and then you throw a TikTok shop in there.
So,
I'd be like,
when I discovered TikTok shop, I said, oh, it's lit.
And then y'all are, and I see why y'all are friends, but like, I said, oh, and then I saw y'all were friends. Because in the comments, it was like Mecca Jamila.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, y'all is friends. The connection. So it's been
they were sisters.
They were sisters. Roy Dale and Albertine grandmother. And my grandmother. Okay, they were sisters.
I love people who get the internet references and go straight in, immediately. Yes.
But anyway, y'all are in this show separately with a lot of other talented people. And I think this has the same potential to be like a really... I knew from the first thing.
It was
Angel,
so fun.
my partner in crime, did the first one. And I was like...
I know she cut up.
Oh my
She's
God.
such a hoot.
Her
in the center spoof.
Child.
I said she's really there, y'all. Y'all gonna have to pull her out of character.
She is really a freaking dynamite tornado of brilliant energy. Yeah. And I'm just so grateful to have met her because she's plum crazy, but also like trained actress. Yeah. She like went to school for this, so she knows how to really do this stuff. So yeah, I'm blessed to be surrounded by talented people. And I think that's my superpower is I'm not intimidated by talented people.
You're not, because we linked up with Mel. Mel shot earlier in the day, but after we
Yeah. Oh, friend of the pod. Love Mel Mitch.
Literally. We, went and had crawfish after we got done shooting. And we were telling her, like, that's the most fun I've ever... Like, we were there 6 hours. It seemed like it was 2.
Yeah.
Just
it's a good time.
A ball of fun. And it doesn't seem like you're trying to dull other people. Like, let me get my juke. It's like everybody... Get in where you fit in, but it's like that's like the breeding ground for excellence when it's like, dang, you funny. I want to out funny everybody. Like I want to just like that feels so good. Like that spirit. So it just works. And
I think I came from plays. Like I was in plays, and in a play, everybody needs to be good for the show to be good. Exactly. And I think that's my greatest thing is like I need to kill. But so do you, and I need to leave space for you. Yeah. And then the background singers need to be good, and the band and the stage manager, like we all got to work together. So I can't outshine my scene partner, right? So I don't have the approach of only I can get mine. Like the dude Rich, who's my development exec, he was like, "Yo, you can say funny stuff too," because I'm like, I want the people to be funny. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, but they, people want to see you be funny too." But I am blessed to have the ability to work with people and that people want to work with me. Yeah. And I'm not intimidated at all. And I think it makes for better stuff. Yeah. Overall. Absolutely. I'm gonna get mine off, but like it's a team. What I do is a team game. You know what I'm saying? It's a team sport and there's room for everybody to win.
Yeah. So speaking of being like a comic, you're well known for being like a clean comic.
Yeah.
30 years ago, Bill Cosby was known for being a clean comic. I'm not comparing you to Bill Cosby.
No, I appreciate it.
But what I'm saying, let me get that out there. What I'm saying is, what is a clean cut comic to you? Because when we were writing these questions, we were kind of talking. Jamila said, "But Kev cuss. Bill Cosby big thing was he didn't cuss." But you're absolutely considered like a clean cut comedian.
There's levels to it. So Bill Cosby on stage was the cleanest of the clean, and I mean, clean can be as simple as no cussing. And then there's also like the subject matter is clean. So Bill Cosby, no sex, no like things like that. So he was like basically family-oriented storyteller type of clean. So there's like when you work at a college, any black comedian now, they don't really want you to cuss. So you're just saying jokes, but you're not cussing. But they don't care if you do sex jokes and stuff like that. So I talk about everything. I just don't cuss, but I say nigga, I say hell.
I feel like nigga don't count.
Nigga don't count to me.
It's just a
little sprinkle. It's a little sprinkle. And it's culturally relevant to black people. But when I do church gigs, I don't say hell or nigga. So I think I really just talk about my life. And I don't cuss because I didn't cuss for real as a kid. Like my family was like, you cannot cuss. Like cussing was a sin. Yeah. Fully fornicated. You could have a baby out of wedlock.
Can curse.
But
ain't
cussing
finna do
is
that.
crazy.
Now, that's
like,
out of
come
line.
on.
My mom had the sign that said the hate word nigga does not exist in this house, or you cannot say it.
Really?
There's a sign. It's like
A sign?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember going to her house and she was yelling at her brother, "Stop saying that!"
Your mom?
Well, I don't know if you know,
Yes.
my brother's insane.
And then
I
he was
just
like,
saw him
"Nigga." Just bouncing.
Darrington.
He was defending you from one of your many attacks on the internet. I think it was your clothes. He was like, y'all can't say Mecca can't dress. We can tell her that she can't dress. And I was like, oh, y'all families just are funny people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a clean comedian in the sense that I don't cuss, but I talk about eating coochie, sex, whatever.
And they blame us for your yapping
Oh, man,
now.
I said, oh, this was just great.
No,
Y'all didn't.
I never said say that.
No, yeah.
First of all, can't be talking about eating chitlins. I don't endorse that. I don't endorse that at all.
I said, now when we said yap,
Yeah. I was yapping.
like you had already pre-planned conversations.
you
Whoa, I
that
had
you
a
yap
list of
about.
yapping things.
I said, oh, okay, he's been waiting on this moment.
I've been waiting on
His
my
whole
moment.
life.
Yes. I
But that's
enjoy it,
different
though.
for me. I just don't cuss. But I try to be like Sinbad. That's who my North Star was.
And what did we say?
Yeah.
Mind you, I think, and this is a compliment, when you can look at people's comedy and kind of look and tell who their people are, who like inspired them.
Yeah.
I always be like, thank you. Like when people be like, you like Cat Williams, huh? Thank you.
Yeah.
I actually love Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Immediately,
And he's
yes.
brilliant.
And
Yes.
he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's brilliant. So I'm like Sinbad and Arnez J's. Arnez J's physical comedy was like, I'd be dying laughing.
Yeah.
And you could be like, he can do the stuff he can do.
Yeah.
Sinbad is one where people didn't realize he was not cussing.
Yeah.
He get off stage like, man, that was funny. Did he cuss? I don't remember him cussing.
Yeah.
But he's not like, hey guys, God is good. Like I couldn't do that kind of like,
Yeah.
that's just corny to me.
And
for
that's
me.
the word. I feel like that's the line. I think people hear clean cut comedy and they associate with corniness, and it's
Yeah.
like, not quite. There's a way.
And cussing makes things funnier. Like,
love
so
a
it can be
cuss.
a good cuss is a
Yes.
good, emphasis on a joke. It's a good period or exclamation point.
Yes.
So sometimes without cussing, you got to be funnier because sometimes a cuss word is the perfect button. But if you don't have that, then you got to be really creative. Like, how do I get that laugh without the option of that word?
Yeah.
But I wasn't like leaving out cuss words. I just grew up not cussing. So I've been trying to get into it lately. Because I no longer feel like it's what I was taught. I no longer subscribe
Do
to
you
that.
feel like you faking it when you like?
No, I don't
just
feel like
be
I'm
like,
faking it.
Damn.
Nah.
All right, that
was good. That was good.
At home, I practice.
Let me throw them on there. Let me just start throwing them things out like that.
I practice at home.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's not really natural all the time because I didn't grow up. I don't have like a lot of experience cussing. So I stub my toe. That's my best practice. I always say like when I get I get an audition with cussing. I feel like I cuss way too hard and I don't book it because I'm like, I get to say it's for work. Yeah, probably do
Like
way
how white
too
people say
much.
nigga.
Yeah,
Nigga. Hey nigga. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
but I've been practicing for a while. But no, I'm not ready to release a debut album, even though my kids cuss. My oldest, at least, he admitted it, and my youngest, I'm sure does as well.
Oh yeah, they cuts up. I bet you.
I know they do.
As soon as that
I know
door
they do.
closed.
I mean,
Yeah.
as someone with a mama who doesn't curse, but my dad curses really bad.
Oh, really?
Oh, my parents are
flagrantly.
complete opposite. Like, so
Hilarious.
that's how this happened because it's like even when like Jamila came for the first time, like obviously years ago, I met my mom and was like,
I was confused on how her mom created this. I said, I don't think this. There's missing information.
So your mom is way churchy.
my mom is very, and I mean soft voice churchy.
Her mother's like this. Hi, darling.
Really?
I mean, and when I
Yes,
tell you on the
I
internet,
was
trying to be
like,
like, not only is she churchy, she's like an uppity black lady. She's like Claire Huxtable adjacent.
Yes.
Like
I'm
when
talking
people,
about like flips and rolls in the hair, pressed.
Really?
Yes.
she got told, she went to the uppity church and she said, well, why don't you come on up with me? Girl, shut up.
Is your dad not churchy at all?
So my dad is,
Or is he
Yeah.
Baptist? Are y'all Baptist?
so my mom is Baptist and one of my aunts is Kojic. So that's how and we stayed with them a lot. So I went to both churches.
You're like Blade.
Yeah. Of church. Of church. And my dad was like really, really in the streets, was Muslim, got himself cleaned up, and then got with my mom because she had like wanted a project.
And that she got.
And that's what it comes down to.
And then we got Mecca and Darrington.
I love it. That makes so much sense.
So when
there's so much of your, like, you pull from each parent.
Yeah.
And that becomes you. Like, my kids are like that. They have some of me and some of Liz, but turned up to the max.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sarcastic and I can be a jerk. But I know when I'm being a jerk and I pull back. I try to. My youngest son, he's jerk to the max.
Oh, I love that. I love a little
big
meme.
sarcasm.
Yes,
like,
I love that.
And then my oldest son is a diplomat McGee, the way I am, but even more easygoing. But he's been like that since a baby. Like, it's crazy how much your children's personality is developed so early.
How you get that from me?
Early.
How did you even know that?
I don't even
How
know.
did you
2
even
years
know?
old.
It was in the chromosomes.
I'm watching that happen with my son now. Mind you, he's 4. Half the sentences are gibberish.
Yeah.
But the other half, was that a joke? was that drama? Was that? He goes, oh my God. How do you know how to,
Clear
oh my
as
God.
day.
Bruh. What? You're 4. What are you talking about, bruh? Like that. And it's like, I laugh. It's going to be very
he be
hard
hearing
to
you
get.
yap, though, at home.
And he yaps back.
That's his background noise.
He yaps back.
I'm
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I love this one.
Because I absolutely...
You're kind of cool. Like, I can't even be mad. I would hate to have a boring kid. I never wanted that.
That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Having a boring kid?
Yeah, because I feel like with me and my brother, we were so... Like, my mom was, we don't curse, we don't do anything. But see, my dad was always still at the house because they were together. So when I was at school, I'd be like, fuck, bitch, ho. And I would just go off and just succession of curse words. And so my mom would be like, I don't know where she's getting that from.
I have an idea.
Actually, you know exactly where it's coming from.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow. So let's talk about Kev On Stage as an entity.
Okay.
Oh.
As an entity.
Yeah.
Because, pause before we even get there. There was a group of people, myself included, that thought your name was Kevon.
So many people thought my name was Kevon.
When that tweet dropped that you let us know that your name was Kevin, I said, well, who the hell is Kevon? I didn't know it was 3 words. First of all,
he always capitalizes the O.
Niggas sometimes capitalize random letters in names. We do that. We like
but
spicy.
The stage, Kev On Stage.
You
thought it was a play on words.
I thought it was like Jamie Foxx.
What?
Just because it just give Kev On Stage. That is my stage name.
Stage was your last name.
People thought Stage was my last name. I can give you Kevon.
I thought it was like a stage last name.
Like it was something he made up.
Yes. But I said,
y'all are silly.
Okay. Like I stared at the tweet for so long.
He capitalized the K, the O, and the S on everything.
You know what I mean?
Jamila just ran past all that.
Kevon.
That's so funny.
Kevon do got a nice ring to it, though.
It's a lot of
That's
black
a regular
Kevon.
black
That's
Kevon.
why,
There's a lot of Kevon.
I'm not looking at all the spaces.
That part makes sense. It's the stage that doesn't
That's why I track.
You know what I'm saying?
That stage got to let you know that ain't something different.
Now that we know. Back to the entity. I just had to get that off. Was it always your plan to get to this point where you have full-on production studios and kind of have the Kev On Stage studios, or was it kind of just it led you to there?
No, not my plan at all. Not even in the least. Zero ever. I'm going to tell you what's crazy about aging and growing. I believe you fall into your purpose. I mean, some people know from jump. Like you said, I know I'm meant to be famous and this, and you know exactly how I want to be an actor. For me, but that's your desire of who you want to be. I don't think that's necessarily your purpose. True. Not for you. I mean, just your purpose. So I feel like I fell into my purpose. I always wanted to be in entertainment. Or actually, let me back up. I always wanted to be great. At the time, I thought I was going to be in the NBA.
What time was that? Just so we're clear.
Like the year.
Were you middle school? Because I played ball too. I don't know if you saw. I played ball too.
Were you hooping though?
I was hooping.
Was you hooping? The fundamental game of basketball. The WNBA.
I was in hoop too. I was in Upward Bound. That's a Christian basketball league.
I remember Upward Bound.
Bible scriptures, no score.
Huh?
Were you good?
I was the only point guard.
Were you?
So I was important. I don't know if I was good, but I was important. I never sat out. That's what I do know.
So I was really actually a solid basketball player. Okay. I was an AAU player when I was young. I remember we had got to go to a tournament to Orlando, and then my dad was like, we ain't got the money. So I was solid. I wasn't amazing.
Okay.
But in my mind, you are only going to do the best of whatever you're doing. So if I'm playing basketball, I'm going to the NBA. And I remember the moment I realized I was not going, two things. Early on, I should have known. But when I was in high school, when I was a junior, they were my coach was like, because I was like an undersized forward. I was 6 foot tall, but I wasn't like.
You were 6 feet?
Yeah, I'm 6 feet now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were just trying to get the details.
5'11". I was 5'11".
Okay, yeah.
I didn't hit 6 foot tall. I was in college.
Gotcha.
But I wasn't a crazy handle guard. Like I was just playing. I wasn't like training. But in my junior year of high school, there's this guy named Reggie Williams who played my position. And there was a dude named Quindre. Reggie Williams is like 6'5", 240. He ran like a 4'4".
Not much you could do about that.
Yeah. And my coach was like, and he went to the NFL. Like he was drafted number 9. We went to the same high school, same college. He was playing my position. My coach was like, look, you can be on the varsity team, but you're not going. He's going to play.
Yeah.
And Quindre's going to play. You going to be with us. But as far as like, but you're going to be here and you're going to be close. So he's like, you can either sit the bench on varsity or you could play JV. And I was like, I'll play. Like, I had no ego. Even then, I was like, I like playing basketball. I did not care about like what people thought. Now my games were at 3:30 and nobody was there. But I enjoyed playing. You could come in for free.
You enjoyed the hustle.
I liked playing basketball. It didn't make sense for me to sit in. Should have known then, but I didn't. I said my time's gonna come. Yeah. Jordan was cut. That was my thing that was holding me. Jordan got cut. Didn't realize he got cut as a freshman from the varsity team.
Right.
But didn't matter.
Details, right.
Well, what do Christians? They booed Jesus.
1,000%.
Like.
So after my senior year, my coach set me up a tryout at like some Division II-A college, Pinehurst Valley College, something like that. When I tell you these white boys in the woods was cooking me so bad.
Oh, you was getting cooked by whites?
Jamila. I'm talking about, I went to guard the bigs and the dude dunked on me about 3 times in a row.
So
that's racist.
Boom. Big racism.
You just called me a nigga?
Threw it off the backboard. Boom. So I said, let me guard the guard. Right. This white boy was so fast and so strong. He was cooking me. I'm going here. He over here. Cash. The coach subbed me out. I sat down and I did this. I said, oh yeah. This,
and that's it.
This for sure.
It's done for.
I took my shoes off.
Yeah.
I said, the NBA is not for me.
It's not happening.
I think the people are trying to get our attention.
Oh, 3 minutes? But that was 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes to what?
Oh.
An ad break? Oh, my bad. I messed it up. But I saw y'all wasn't catching the notes.
I wasn't.
I was like, they both throwing up gang signs. And y'all was just like.
And so you wasn't making it to the NBA.
And he knew he wasn't going to go.
Getting there.
Finish his tie and shoe.
So fast forward to All Def, I remember I was the head of talent and the head of content. So my job was to find and develop talent and help develop shows, create them, massage them, make them good and stuff. And I realized I love to find talent, place them in stuff, get them paid, help them elevate, go on to stuff. I never wanted to like hold them down. You know, one of the, adages there is like, a star is not meant to be held. You should work with them while they're in your orbit. Yeah. And if they can go past, then let them go. And that's been my philosophy. I don't try to hold on to people like that. So that's when I feel like I developed my purpose. Like, I want to get my stuff off, get my jokes off, but I also want to create opportunities for other people. Yeah. And that's where Kev On Stage Studios came from. It's like, I want to help and work with people. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like a charity. I benefit as well, but I love to find new people, work with them, help develop them, help get them out there more, or just showcase a different part of them that they don't get to do on their own. So that's why I like finding you guys and then finding out you guys want to act and be like, oh, come act with me.
And
like,
I will.
But if y'all become like stars and you get on Abbott or whatever, I'll be like, hell yeah. Yes. Like, and I won't feel like, no, get me on. Like, I don't work like that. Like, people have, like Trevor Wallace, for example, white dude, he was my intern. Josh was my intern too, but he wouldn't get me a turkey sandwich on the first day at All Def, and I respected him so much. I was like, yeah, can you go get me a turkey sandwich? And he was like, no. And I was like, wow. And I never asked him nor anybody else to get me anything. I went and got my lunch. But Trevor Wallace was also my intern, and he surpassed me years ago. Like, he's touring theaters, killing and stuff, but he was funny then. So I don't be like, no, Trevor took me on tour. Like, do your thing, man. If you become big and you smash, like, kill it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that has always served me well, because people, if they can look out for me or if it ever works, they do. But if they don't, it's not. I don't feel owed from anybody I've ever worked with.
So, Kev, you definitely like been crossing over into mainstream, as we talked about. You have Churchy, and now you have the hospital on BET. What is it like battling between the idea of being deemed secular when it's kind of like you came up doing churchy type content, and how are you being authentic and true to yourself?
We prepared.
We went to school of journalism. We went to school for this.
I know you did. I'm proud.
Yeah.
You know,
we had the questions on the cards.
School.
Yeah.
Come on, they ain't gonna sit there and talk like we ain't been. We don't have no degrees.
Yes.
No. We did do the
You got your degree. Here's what I will say. Church people, don't get upset with me. I feel like I know my path, and it's not just for people in the church. And I don't think it ever really was. I honestly think, and church people don't get mad at me. Y'all be mad at me. Y'all be so mad at me.
They do be mad.
And I grew up this way. That's why I know it's true.
Not when they got mad at you.
I love it. I think sometimes, and I'm going to answer your question, but I think sometimes as church people, we forget that the whole point is to go out and bring more people to God. Mm-hmm. The whole thing is to spread the good news. Mm-hmm. We, and I'm saying we, because I was guilty of this too, we end up just trying to be more saved than the other church people. Yeah. We don't do no competition. Yeah, it's a big old who's the most saved competition. Mm-hmm. How who has the most titles and degrees and all that type of stuff. And the people who are not saved are not part of the equation anymore. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question, I feel like I am a Christian comedian. Who is a comedian? I mean, I'm a comedian who's a Christian. Christian comedian is like a person, to me, like everything is about God, which there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm more built to bridge the gap and to show people what it means to be a Christian, how a Christian can look. Because a lot of times people have had a lot of bad examples of Christianity, and that's the only example. And they either write off the religion or the person. And that's not my approach. I think I need to be able to go everywhere, and how I conduct myself should be a reflection of God. And the thing, this is my personal thing, a lot of times who we respect as good Christians, when I know these people, who they really are, and they feel like they have to keep up this version of themselves because that's what the church demands. But that mask, it's not for me. And that's a personal issue with Kevin. I grew up in many churches, including my own family, where everybody kind of wore the mask at church. And I felt like, well, this is, because I believed it. I thought we was being for real. And even my own family, remember, drinking is a sin, drinking is a sin, drinking is a sin. And then I found Seagram's bottle behind my grandma's TV. And I'm like,
you be drunk?
What is,
you lied.
What is this?
Yeah.
And I was 8, and I felt gypped. I felt lied to. I thought this was a sin. And then when I was 19, I went to my grandma's house, and they had Zimas in there. My aunt had some Zimas in there, and I was like, "Come, what?" I said, "Can we drink?" She was like, "You can't." Glub glub glub. So I was like, "So is it a sin or is it not a sin?" And then when I was older, one of my pastors was like, Kev, how you can drink, amen, but I don't want the people to fall. Amen. So I drink at home, and I be on the cruise and in the national waters. I be having a good time, right?
A good carnival.
You feel me?
Hello.
So I was like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? And then when I was starting off in stand-up, I used to work at Nate Jackson's comedy club, and the church people would pull up. And they'd have drinks and be having a good time. They'd be like, "Don't tell my pastor." And I'm like, "I'm in here. Yeah, I'm finna go on stage, actually." So I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
If you don't like me or like how I live, that's fine. But I can tell you, this is really who I am. Mm-hmm. You won't have no dark secret of Kev actually punches dogs, y'all. There's nothing coming out like that. Who I present myself as who I am. Mm-hmm. And I think so many of the pastors I know, they actually are funny, cool people, but they're trapped in the version of what it means to be a pastor. And I think that's part of the reason I think I'll never go into pastoralship, because you get put on this pedestal, and I think that's too dangerous. And I think the world is too big to just cater to the church only. I think we should be people who are bringing people to the church, and whatever that means. And I will also add, this is just my role. The Bible says, amen, one plants, one waters, God gets the increase. So I think there's room for Mike Todd because he's great for getting young people who are new. Becca, stay with me.
Y'all, you're losing me.
There's room for him, right? Because there's certain people who can only hear from him.
Yeah.
There's room for B. Simone and her journey. My niece sees herself in B. Simone. Yes. She's not ready for it. Yes. Yeah. And Sarah Jakes, she's such a perfect version of the Jakes for this generation. When I was a kid, TD was, TD.
She found herself.
Right. Oh my God, please. My mom had that album.
I love it.
Right.
I see how they was getting crunk to it.
But I think there's also room for Clarence McClendon, who was the only pastor that challenged me when I moved to LA. Challenged my mind when I first moved, because I had been in church my whole life. You start hearing the same sermons. And I think there's room for all these people, and they're all necessary for the kingdom, because you're at different journeys. When you're a young person in Christ, you might need this pastor, and you might outgrow that person because you've been studying. You might need somebody different. So I think my role is for the people who will find God in me, and hopefully they'll go to whatever place there is. But I think sometimes we try to focus on making everybody like us, and then it's just a saved Olympics.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned early. That's actually the thing that turned me off, is when I was doing straight up Christian comedy only in the church with my boy, they were like, you shouldn't even be laughing about this. God is not pleased.
You're just too serious for me.
And I said, you
can't laugh about nothing.
I don't remember that.
The Bible says laughter is like a medicine. So I remember this district missionary. We used to do this thing called Clayton and Earl, me and my boy Ant. We dressed up with old man wigs. He wore a fat stomach, and we had makeup and stuff. And we would just be in there having fun. Super churchy, though. Nothing even risque. And this district missionary just was like, this is not of God. She stood up and said that. This is not of God.
He's not a Christian.
In church. And she walked out, and when she left, all her row left. And it was like how Birdman left the Breakfast Club.
This is sacrilegious.
Yeah. And then it was just weird in there. But before that, everybody was laughing. But once she didn't think it was funny, and we was just doing stuff that we had, Aunt grew up in church too. Yeah. So we were just doing stuff that we saw, really was the old Playmakers videos. We were just doing that on stage. So I was like, we can't please all these people anyway. Even when we're doing Playmakers videos, people be in the comments like, this is blasphemous. Y'all don't even know what that means.
Don't even know.
You literally don't know what that word means.
You don't know what's going on.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Words mean things.
And
then
like
definitions.
Yes. Do you remember Carlton Pearson?
Yes,
I
still love his music. I don't care.
Azusa.
It's on my you
Live
already
Azusa
know.
Street.
Yes,
you got to know God. I want you to come over here and get to know him for real.
Because
everything's not a game. Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back, Javita. He's gonna ring that bell, and are you gonna be there when the rapture?
Whoa! I'll ring that bell.
But Carlton Pearson commented on our YouTube video from his YouTube channel. It was 10 black preachers we were making fun of. It was like the 10 styles, and he was like, yo, the Playmakers, paraphrasing, he was like, they're showing you how much of this is theatrics and not rooted in anything but charisma. And I was like, oh my God, Carlton Pearson commented on a YouTube video. So these were my heroes. So I knew we were on the right track then because they completely ostracized him.
I was going to say.
And then adopted a lot of his ideologies later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kev knows ball.
Yeah, he was a heretic. He was a heretic before. When I was a kid, he was a heretic.
And now Kirk Franklin walked around saying the same thing he was saying.
That's why I have such an appreciation for Kirk Franklin, because he has a way of blending that secular, worldly sound.
Yes.
And I think it's funny because a lot of really, really devout Christians, some who don't necessarily take to him, but some who do, don't even realize so much of what he does is sampled. From worldly secular sounds.
I had a YouTube video about how much of Christian music is sampled. Boy, they tore me to shreds.
A lot of it.
A lot of it is sampled. They go back and forth. Yeah. Even stuff that's not directly sampled, like Fred Hammond and them was pulling from R&B themes. Boys to Men.
I'll make love to
commissioned. You. And R&B singers used to have basically a gospel. Music Soul Child's song Love was really titled Lord. But his record label made him change it. So he changed it to Love. But Kirk's another good example. He's going to connect with people that only he can connect with. I mean, when I was a kid, he was making the only fun gospel music.
Yes.
Hip hop.
Gospel music be scary.
Right.
It be scary.
I'm going. Wait, my mom played that. I used to be so. Am I finna die?
That's what I'm like. This is a
Where I'm going. I'm going up yonder.
Like it sounds
I'm
like
6.
Yeah, and it's like a spell. Like I think I'm finna die.
Yes.
So he made it like cool and fun and stuff. And it's like then now when you see him in more like the social space and like doing interviews,
He be cussing.
It's like
He be cussing regular on Dinner Kings.
I said, hey,
Once he released that
Kirk-
mixtape, he let it go.
Kirk is swole. I know he a different.
There's
type
no
of
reason.
There's no reason he's swole like that.
You don't need to be that strong, sir.
Kirk?
He's really like a little muscular man. He like Maurice Jones-Drew. Like
he's trying to show a little bit of that chest.
little
here.
Clive.
You're not slick,
Little
man.
Clive coming
Listen,
out. Millie Rocket.
I see it.
But at the
Kirk.
same time, he puts on a show.
Exactly.
And if you gonna sell a ticket, I want a show. Don't get me in here and be like, "This is for worship." Then why did it cost my dollars?
Yeah,
I could have went.
Why it cost my dollars?
Speaking of that concert,
Because you know the one.
For the reunion one where they tore me up?
Yes.
Because I had one
Now,
margarita?
here's the thing. I, during that same period, went to the same concert. We have different content, different audience, though. So my whole bit was, I'm going to catch the spirit off the spirits. I made a video of me and my homegirl pre-gaming and going into the concert and losing our minds to the Clark sisters. I'm like, look at Miss Karen with that pink in her hair. Go ahead, girl. Like, drunk out my mind. Mind you, my comments
Didn't you say something about Marvin Sapp?
and that's the bishop. We
That's
are
the
mutuals.
video too.
Yes.
That's the
Because
video.
at that, Marvin Sapp is a noob. He's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. And on stage, he was trying to do a little. I said, Bishop.
yeah.
Close
Why
the
you trying to
door.
be sexy
One
on
thing about he
stage?
gonna have him a tight little sweater on.
And that little Gucci shirt.
Yeah.
A little. Close the doors of the church.
Close the doors.
It was
Close the doors.
Close the doors. It was the second. It was the follow.
Close the doors.
Close the door.
Close the
And
doors.
what was even funnier about when that happened, this is after me and him have had our online interactions. They in my comments, Mecca, what you got to say about Marvin Sapp saying close the door? I said, y'all ain't never been in a revival.
I literally did that.
Close the doors of the church.
gets weird at
I said,
revivals.
it gets kind of weird. I said, well, honestly, it makes me feel like y'all haven't been to church or you're not
I'm
as churchy
telling
as you're
you,
trying to
that's
make you
what
seem it is.
That's
Because
so funny.
him saying close the doors of the church was, me and my brother would have been, yeah, close the doors, close the
Yeah,
doors,
yeah.
close the doors. Y'all gonna get the money? Y'all gonna get No, and I wasn't gonna put nothing in place.
Right.
Yeah.
Please. So how did you respond to them going off on you
Oh boy.
for your marg,
Oh.
for your skinny
First of all,
margarita?
We were pre-gaming too. Me and Melissa, and Mel and
got
Greg.
to.
We went to this little Mexican restaurant before the show.
did
I mean, we
too.
was just having
Wanted a little buzz.
time. We just was.
That was that first. I mean, I went to the second one too, but it was really good the first time around, just because it
great.
was new. So it was like, oh
It
my
was
god,
a church
Treat.
kid's dream. And the funny thing about it is, I wasn't gonna drink, not because of any like felt away. The line was stupid long, like way longer than because I just saw Bruno there, and the lines weren't as long. And I was gonna get a drink. I was like, "Oh man, this line is long. I'm not getting no drink." My brother-in-law brought me one. He was like, "Kev, I got one. You want one?" I was like, "Absolutely."
Wonderful. Now we're talking.
Didn't even think about it. I just, my mind to video make is very quick. And I made the video and didn't think about it. And then once you enter the Christian content creators realm, they get their sights on you.
Yes.
Woo! Sometimes I feel like all they do is search out other Christians
And let me say this.
to
This
line
is
up.
I can
Yeah.
say I'm glad I entered that realm on like, I was raised in church, but don't come over here with that shit. Don't come over here with that shit. They already know how I get down over on Machiavelli's page. Don't come over here with that shit.
You know what? I'm so confident in who I am now. You can't really knock me off my square because first of all, they was selling the liquor sales was insane.
Hello.
Down
If
to
it
the
was
reunion.
that churchy of a concert, they wouldn't have had them liquor things open.
1,000%. Second of
So
all,
you passed it at my church in the line to get drinks.
of course, and I'm not at church. I am at the forum.
then
This is an event
Two or more
space.
gathered.
Right. And guess what? You can't whoop me.
Well,
Hello. Most
What you
importantly,
finna do?
I'm grown.
I'm grown. What you gonna make a YouTube video about me?
Jesus turned water to wine.
I'm now used to being content. My choice is being people's content. I'm now used to my name. When you say something about me, it gets more videos than some of your other videos.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just good. It's just
and you be
smart.
like,
Yeah.
talk
Well,
about me.
Go ahead. This is good content. I had church people like, what you should have did, DMing me. What you should have did is minding your business.
Hello?
Because
you should have said mind your damn business.
Because I'm not doing nothing that I'm not putting a version of me that's not out there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is when I went on tour, I had so many pastors who, when we did the Backbeat tour, so many who was like, Kev, I ain't gonna hold you. I was drinking there too. Some of them were like, I have a church in this city. I went and saw it in another city just so I could have a drink. This is insane.
You okay?
This is insane.
Breathe.
Like, you spent $2,000 more, whatever, to buy a flight and a hotel ticket so you can have a drink at a concert, and they came to your city. I'm not doing all that. Yeah. So if God is upset with me, He gonna have to deal with me. You ain't got no heaven or hell to put me in. You'll be okay. You will be all right. And that's the thing. Like, as a content creator, you got to let people be okay being mad about you. And I wouldn't even find hardly anything if people didn't tag me. Like, Kev, you seen this? Yes.
I turned my tags off.
Why are you sending?
I thought about turning my tags off too.
I turned them off because I didn't like. I was just like, I don't care.
I turned them off.
I just don't care.
Contextually. Whenever it gets hot, let me just. Not today.
If I can't see it, it don't exist.
Once the coast is clear, I put it back on.
Because sometimes I want to go and see, but it's like you're gonna be mad. And also, as a content creator, I get it. Yeah. But I ain't never said this publicly, but I'm gonna say it now. I'm always leery. Like, when you are a Christian and Christianity is your business, and it's how you pay your bills, then there's things you will say and do that you have to say and do.
Wake it up.
And that might not be how you feel, but you know your audience will eat it up.
You already know what
So you know there's nothing I gotta say this. You become a politician. This is what my base will think. You know what's so funny about that? Beyonce, I can follow my road through Christianity based on Beyonce. When I first went to my first Beyonce concert, me and Melissa were just talking about this. It was On the Run, I believe.
The first one or the second one?
It was the first one before Jay-Z. No, it was On the Run too. You're right. And she came with Jay-Z, and we sat in the Rose Bowl way up. We didn't have bread like that. And I took a picture of the Rose Bowl. I was like, just the seats. Okay. And the Christians from back home was like, I know you have changed. You went to Beyonce's concert. Everything we thought was going to happen to you. Now I be on the flow.
Hello.
Because what you finna do?
What are you finna do?
You're not going to stop me from seeing the greatest living entertainer in the world.
What's crazy?
You won't stop me.
Reading her mama's book, I knew, she's a singer. So, back then singers were coming up in church. They're very churchy.
Very churchy.
Miss Tina is still connected to St. John's, and they still do work. And even when she was describing how she raised them in terms of I said, oh, dang, y'all had to go feed the homeless too, and y'all had to go do this too. I'm like, oh, well, now I really don't feel bad.
Right.
Y'all really not finna make me feel no type of way. She over here telling y'all how she raised her kids.
And if you live in LA, their bands, they are the band for Noel Jones and all them. Like, they the best musician in the world.
The best musicians be in
the church. Best singers from the church.
Hello.
They're church
And that's what's the problem with R&B.
1,000%. And I feel like I can't live. This is my one life. I can't live it how you want me to live it. Because y'all want to know what changed my mind? Helped me so bad. Yes. Erica Campbell had a song called I Love God. You don't love God.
What's wrong with you?
Right? Lady.
Real hood classic.
Hood classic. Love it. Love E. She is my pastor. She's my first lady. I go to her church when I go. Right? But love the song. I thought it was so fun. And this lady made a video about it. She was in a van and she just was like, God is not pleased with this. Y'all are going to hell.
Just because it got a beat.
Just because it got a beat. So I made a video in return to her video. And then she set her sights on me. Kev On Stage is a Christian clown. Oh. I mean, lit me up, right? Because I listened to that song. Many years later, somebody in the stage crew sent me a video. That lady denounced Christianity.
Because when you go so hard, sometimes you got to take a step out. You know what I did too much.
I just said this. That's so crazy. We just from the episode.
You know what, my bad.
And I just thought, had I listened to her, she don't even believe in God no more. You don't even know God no more. You love him so much that you don't love him at all. Now he ain't even real.
This is too much. I just can't.
You didn't want me to listen to a categorical gospel song Now you don't believe in God at all.
All them beats and drums.
All them beats and drums.
That ain't right.
Holiness is right.
I need to find out if she's a witch, because that's usually that pipeline. She's probably a witch now.
So I was just like, man, I'm still with him.
Yeah.
You don't love him no more.
Yeah.
You don't care about him. You don't know if he's real. And you was mad at a gospel song.
But see what happens when you too worried about other people? You trying to judge?
Yes.
And chastise?
So y'all just gonna have to be cool. Like my grandma don't even like everything I do. She comes to my shows. She's like, well, it's so funny. Me and Angel went on tour. Boy, she came. My grandma came to the dressing room. She said, it's a little filthy for me and Angel. You really are filthy.
You're really nasty.
It just kept going.
That I ain't like that other
No, I don't like that.
But I'm sorry. You gonna have to live with it. Like, I'm 42 years old.
Yeah.
You can't whoop me. You can't tell my pastor on me. And my grandma been to my shows. I'm not doing anything that I don't believe in. But I can't live my life there's too many people with too many opinions. Yeah. And those opinions change too much. So y'all gonna be okay. You can be mad. That's your right. You can make your video. I hope it does well. Yes. But it won't stop me.
Lessons we had to learn.
Oh, yeah. I be watching y'all go through it, and I be like, my sweet summer children.
From the sidelines, huh? Just watching us get whooped.
Well, the thing is, I be texting y'all sometimes, But the thing is, that only happens if you are the nigga.
Yeah.
It only happens when talking about you will get my video views. Mm-hmm. If you are nobody, no one cares. So once they start shedding their eyes on you, and I don't mean this as like, y'all ain't nobody, but like categorically.
I do.
I
absolutely do.
I literally mean it only happens when people see you as a person worthy of taking a shot at. Because when y'all were small content creators, nobody was like, look who Jamila met.
I said this. I was like, when I was anywhere, probably 50K to 100K, I was like, that was my best time on TikTok. I had cultivated the perfect audience. So nice. They got every joke. Everyone loved me. I was like, this is great. Not the same no more, but that's what I wanted.
And the same thing happened to me.
When it was funny. Like, you dumbass bitch.
Your feet don't even touch the ground.
Stupid now, see?
I said that.
How you had that in there?
That's right in there. But the thing is, even when I was on YouTube, it was the same way. Like, you followed me, but it's actually worse for y'all. Yeah. And what I mean, like, back in the day when it was just, I feel like old nigga, but when it was just YouTube, things didn't go this viral this quickly. You couldn't find the wrong side of the internet.
It like stayed in a certain bubble. It
stayed in, because what happened is, if I wanted you to see this funny video of Kevin them, you would click the link and you would text it. And then you would text it to Mecca. Yes, the algorithm didn't share it to you.
This
now TikTok
is so interesting.
YouTube damn near still like that.
YouTube now, but now things go viral outside of the intended audience. So same way as you were just saying early on, this never happened. Yeah. Things never went outside of like Kev fans for like years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was like, wait.
You're exposed to everybody.
Yeah. And once everybody likes you, once everybody knows about you, that you can't be loved universally. It's impossible.
All right, so you was featured in the African American History Museum for making some comedic content on social media. And we would consider you a pioneer in this space. How have you stayed relevant with the digital media constantly evolving? Well,
first, funny story about the museum, that video didn't do anything. Absolutely nothing. Like on YouTube. Was not a
0 views.
Like nothing. I made it. We were about to move to LA. I had that thought, made it, and literally we packed that couch and left within like a week or two. And many years later, I got an email, and anytime people ask me if they could license my video, I'm like, yes, I don't care. Put me everywhere, send me my little check, or don't. I don't care, because I feel like you're going to take it anyway. So I didn't even read the email for real. I was just, Smithsonian? Cool. Put on your little TV show. Didn't know what it was.
Wow.
Museum comes out, and people are like...
Was this before the museum?
This was like 5 years before the museum.
When they were still creating the archives.
The archives.
So you had no idea.
No idea. Okay. I thought it was going to show on the Smithsonian, because the Smithsonian reached out.
Yeah.
So technically, the National Museum of African American History and Culture is a Smithsonian museum.
Right.
I didn't realize that, and I didn't hear about it. Like, I didn't connect the two. So Melissa gets so mad when I tell this story. The museum comes out. People are going. People start tweeting me. Yo, you in this museum? I was like, what? What museum? Smithsonian in DC. Like, text me a picture. Melissa's like, how do we miss this? So I searched Smithsonian. Them folks asked me to come to the opening. They was gonna fly me out. Oprah was there.
I know Melissa pissed.
Melissa was like, we could have been there. Never followed up at all. So the crazy thing about that is that exhibit will be there for a minimum of 20 years.
Wow.
So like for something I said comedically to be categorized as a museum exhibit is insane.
That's insane.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
That's a flex.
That's a flex. But it is
like
insane.
when they tried to say Kev isn't funny, I mean, but historically, categorized.
That unfortunately doesn't track with
categorized
history.
In a museum, not only as funny, but as a part of Black culture.
Yeah.
So I'm funny and culturally relevant. So to answer your question, in order to stay relevant, you got to change. Like when I was making YouTube videos, the first things we made was like, before YouTube was even like a monetary thing, we were just throwing up anything. This is before with Playmakers. I had a channel called KFred926, and I remember we did like Lean on Me.
Had your feet on the Bank of America desk?
That was a key bank, but yes, at that time. Yes, I got fired from that
playing
job.
on them people time.
And rightfully so. They said, you don't come here no more, and we give you no more dollars.
Yeah.
Understand. But during that time, yes.
Okay.
We used to, my boy had stolen a video camera from his school. We used to make YouTube videos with that. Lean on Me in 4 minutes. Craig, Lewis, rest in peace to one of them. I didn't mean to be mean, funny. One of them passed away, and I don't remember which it was. Maybe y'all don't put that part in. I just don't know if it was Craig or Lewis. I'm really not trying to be funny. Everybody's putting their heads down.
Because it's the way you...
I realized in a moment, I didn't realize if it was Craig or Lewis.
It didn't sound funny to me.
Okay.
But
It's the way you kept going.
Well, I didn't know because the red light was on. But anyway, I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But those are our videos. And they were like getting 100 views. And we were like, oh my God.
Yeah,
we got it going.
100 people saw this. We kill it.
Yeah.
So then I remember stuff girls say was going popular, right? And I've been studying YouTube for years at this point. And remember, Billy Sorrells was a comedian I was aware of, and he did Stuff Black Girls Say, and he got like 9 million views. And at that time, that was
everything.
9 million views is crazy. Yeah. He got so many opportunities because of that. So I just did a play that bombed. We lost all the investors' money again, second time. He gave us 20 grand. We didn't give it back to him.
Are you still in debt?
No. He put his money up. He was a millionaire, Black dude. He owned a janitorial company. He knew what he was signing up for. Yeah. But everybody got paid.
Wonderful.
Except him and us. But everybody who worked for us got paid. I remember it broke my heart because we had paid one actress $1,000 and my mortgage was around $1,000. And she came to my house to pick up the check. And I remember, I held it for a second. I was like, thank you. And I was like, yeah, have a good day.
Could have used that.
My mortgage sitting around 12 Honda.
I need that back.
And we did way more work than anybody, but when you own, that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
So we were about to quit. I was going to coach my son's basketball team. Zay and all his cousins were playing on a basketball team, little Lakewood Longhorns. And I was like, God, if you not going to let me make this, just take it away from me. Take the desire to even do this away from me. I can't do this and fail. Yeah. I'll be happy. We'll coach my son. I'll be at church. I'll be cool. The next week that I prayed that, he did not listen. He did not take it away from me. I saw that going viral, and I said, there's no church version of this. There's no Stuff Black Church Girls Say, and it's wide open. So me and my brother and aunt did Stuff Black Church Girls Say and Stuff Black Parents Say in the same night. Both those videos hit 1 million, and the Black church comedy part of YouTube was created. Nobody had done it.
And that's a good cult following right there. They're gonna watch everything you do.
We were going, Playmakers were going crazy. Every video we did was getting hundreds of thousands of views, and we were getting $600 from YouTube. We were like, nigga, we getting 200 each. This is gonna pay my cell phone bill. That was so much money.
Yeah.
$200 each. I was like, man, this is, and I almost immediately started Kev On Stage page because I was like, they ain't gonna box me in.
I'm going solo.
I immediately
was roughing on them niggas.
Not even that. But I was like, I in the moment, I was like, I can't just only make church videos because I was like, I'm gonna run out.
Yeah.
This is not infinite. So I remember I made like a T-Pain 5 o'clock in the morning video where I preached that song. And that's what I used to do as a youth pastor. I would take songs I knew my kids were listening to and find the message in that. And they used to love that. Because I know they're not going to stop listening to T-Pain like that. I was listening to that. But to answer your question, you have to evolve. Eventually that went away and it became listicles. 10 things this, 10 things that, 10 things, 5 ways, 4 things, stuff to do with a black barbecue.
That takes me back to that time. Like,
yeah.
Like that really was like the era. Because even when me and Jelani first started doing our videos, it was literally the black parents versus white parents.
Yeah.
Like, it was a whole lot of racial stuff going on. I loved it.
That's all that was at first.
Yes, I love racial jokes and things like that. I can make fun of racists all day.
Yeah. The jokes are infinite.
Yes.
Infinite. So we did that.
With the church jokes too, I always felt like, not that they're infinite, but if you're playing off of real people you're seeing in church, then it is infinite because you're always going to see that version of that person come in, but slightly different.
Yeah, 1,000%. But I remember when TikTok took over.
Yeah.
And because when I started, everything was widescreen. So most of my Kev On Stage videos that went viral, it was me on the left side and the reference on the right. Like my Waffle House video, it was always like reference on the right. During the pandemic, I realized TikTok was starting to dominate and TikTok filled the screen. And I literally had to use my YouTube, my study brain. And I was like, okay, I got to turn my phone this way. Okay, I'm not even like used to doing this, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember Reels tried to copy them and Shorts came in. And now the TikTok formula is
everywhere.
It's everywhere. Like everybody's been, all the platforms copy TikTok. All videos fill the screen now. And there's some similarities, like you can do 10 ways in that, but really like yapping. Like I'm watching who's good and who's killing on that platform and being like, okay, how can I put my spin on it? So watching both of y'all and being like, okay, you guys are hilarious, but you have your own lane. You have what you think is funny and what you think is funny. What I think is funny is different, but the formula I can borrow from you, right? So I think I have to fall in line with that. And, so now instead of putting my video on the side, now I'll green screen myself in, or on TikTok, I'll just talk to the camera or something like that. So I think the reason I've stayed relevant is because I've stayed with however content is being received. I haven't fought to be like, I'm going to stick to my thing. I just don't approach content like that. Yeah. I try to stay relevant. And then also if you're relevant to trending topics, whether it's like the thing of today or the style of today, you will feel fresh, even if you were like, in my case, getting older and been around for a long time. But I've always been doing things the way they are done on the main platform. And that's kind of how I say it.
And it's like, even as you're getting older, because again, I made my TikTok when I was 24, turning 25, and I'm 29 now. It's not as if my peers aren't getting older with me. It's not as if
1,000%.
like there aren't people who are like your age, our age, on the internet who are like having these same experiences.
Absolutely.
So you can stay relevant if you want to.
Yeah, you can.
They're going to show, like the audience will show up.
Yeah. They will show up. They're on every platform. And also for me, the blessing is I'm on all the platforms. Y'all don't post on Facebook and stuff, right? That's old for y'all?
No, so the thing is, Facebook is what I'm getting into currently. I2K Facebook because I'm from Sacramento and it gets very gutter, but I like to follow the drama with the baby mamas and the baby daddies and the church drama of the people who I went to church with. No, this is real. And then I am in Facebook groups where it's the same thing with a bunch of strangers.
She loves the Facebook group.
I love the Facebook group so bad.
And I, on the other hand, my Facebook is like my actual Facebook.
Oh, you're just a person. You're just like talking to your high school friends.
And it's like my actual family on there. Like pretty much my Facebook.
Well, I mean like a Facebook page, like a fan
right.
page.
Not so I didn't know that like people were really making content like that because my Facebook like scrolling for you page is nothing but my cousin posting his music. You know what I'm saying? And his shout out to Swan. You know what I mean?
Swan life.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, there people be on Facebook. In my age.
That's what I just learned.
Folks heavy.
Apparently, I do have a Facebook page. I just found it not too long ago, and I have 7,000 followers.
No, but because when you make an Instagram, it automatically does it.
But I always thought it was
crazy
connected.
that y'all. That is so wild.
Yeah.
That I built Facebook first.
Yeah.
And then made it Instagram. Then Facebook bought Instagram and they merged. Yeah. Y'all are so young.
Facebook is the reason my mom respects what I do. Because
hilarious.
the content was getting over to Facebook to the older people.
Facebook was the first place where videos went viral that wasn't YouTube because people didn't hang out on YouTube back then, but they hung out on Facebook. And once that share button went crazy, that's really what made me Kev On Stage for real.
I kind of skipped into Instagram because to take you back to the time, we were on MySpace. In my
Y'all were on
MySpace? I was on MySpace.
Y'all must have been kids then.
We shouldn't have been on MySpace.
Yeah, I y'all had to be children.
We was sneaking. I was on MySpace, and then I
was on middle school MySpace.
When Facebook came about, for some reason, something about the layout of Facebook, my parents said, y'all can get on this one. I think it wasn't too much colors. It wasn't too many stars and bubbles and toms.
But mind you, if you remember, they had an age limit because Facebook was for the college kids. So they could lie about our age.
For some reason, my parents was like, this is acceptable. This blue and white, you can do that. And so I made me a Facebook, and that's when everybody was on Facebook. But also, like, I felt like it was a weird bubble, and I'm like, it's not as cool as Instagram. As MySpace. Then everybody jumped to Instagram. I snuck and got an Instagram without my parents knowing. I got found out. You want to know how I got found out?
How'd you get found out? I
had posted a picture of me biting into a strawberry. My sister sent it to my auntie. My auntie showed my dad and said she being fast.
Eating a strawberry? Were you being fast or were you just eating a strawberry?
Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know.
You was kissing walls though, so you probably was. You was kissing walls. I know you trying to do something with that strawberry.
I had on a little bandana and I had my little curly fro at the top, and I said,
"Fast."
Boy, Fast been tearing up the black community from the beginning.
That's why you don't need no damn Instagram. Delete it. So I had to come back years later. So by the time I got back on the socials, everybody was on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's why my Facebook is very family oriented. It's just not. It's I go to share my milestones and show my baby and look at my cousin drop his mixtapes and see what all the greens are doing.
I love this for you. Yes. That listen, my tour. Facebook and Instagram, them folks buy some tickets.
I was going to say, Kev, you're like a Facebook influencer.
What?
Yeah.
Facebook is my biggest platform.
I was going to say, I know.
3.3 million on the book. Y'all don't know about it, youngster.
I was going to say, like, in the last couple years, I had my Facebook influence. Facebook influencing is that's its own world. Yeah. Especially if you're in...
Country Wayne.
Hello.
I just got hit. I said, oh my God, 9.9 million followers.
Dominating. He has cracked the code. He's so far ahead, you can't catch him.
I had no idea.
Oh, I have.
And when you're not in that world, it's almost like it's make
Facebook
believe.
is over here.
I'm like,
but that's how TikTok is, because that's how my
1000%.
parents feel about TikTok, because trying to make them like, she on TikTok. Like I said, it wasn't until someone took one of my videos and got a whole bunch of reshares off my shit, how they be doing.
And that's what y'all be leaving on the table.
Then all of a sudden it was like...
Don't listen to old Kev.
I'm listening.
What do I know?
I'm getting on there. As soon as I
I've got everything connected now.
I feel like an auntie next. Like,
show me how to do this.
Open it up. Let me see. So you just
I don't even have 7,000. I only have 600 on my Facebook.
I feel dumb all of a sudden.
You got to make a fan page. Keep your cousin. You got to make a fan page.
But I have one. I just didn't know.
You don't got to get on there.
So
I don't even know if you have to get on there.
You know when you post on Instagram and say post on both? I just do the post on both.
That's what I do too now.
Yeah. And now it's so I looked and I discovered and I said, mind you, that picture that's on that page.
It's from 2013.
Baby, it got that old nasty Snapchat filter on it. That little blue one. That little blue
with the purple with the
that pinch your nose.
I used to hate that filter.
I said,
that was in my liberation era. I felt like it was anti-black, so I didn't use it.
You had so many phases. Stud Mecca was just great. When you put that big old jean shorts on in LA, when I tell y'all, I watch y'all like, let me go and see who's on the top.
I'm watching her walk away.
In real life.
With the lace panties.
Because I had lace panties
sagging
on.
with lace panties.
I'm a girl.
Panties.
I'm a lady.
Panties.
I'm not going to put no boxer. I don't have nothing to pull out.
It was a skeptical. Just watch
because the kids is wearing big shorts. They're back in style.
Are they?
Not with lace panties.
I'm a grown lady. I'm not in middle school. My panties is lace.
Put on some boxes like a real stud. What's wrong with you?
STEM.
You're not ready for that lifestyle. You faking.
Did you say that the studs are homophobic? The older
old,
yes. Old
Very
studs
serious.
are homophobic. They are. You ever met an old stud? They don't play about this. They really believe in gender roles. I'm a man.
My auntie, and this is.
You had a stud auntie?
A stunkle?
I don't.
Because I too had a stunkle. That Darrington, you know how every time the videos...
It's the way you keep going like, we need a moment.
No, because on the videos of the little boys or the little kids would be like, you a boy. Darrington literally did that because she had on like these type of... Well, you're not a boy, but you get what I'm saying. These type of sandals. And
I get it.
Darrington was like, you're a boy. Like when he was Noah's size, he was like, my daddy got them shoes. So you're a boy. And it's like a running joke to this day. Even like my daddy got them shoes. You're a boy. It's so funny.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite brand of stud? Was your stunkle a church stud?
You know what's so funny? She's like my
different brands.
great aunt.
You got a great aunt,
she's a
stud?
stunkle.
Oh, living
never
in
seen an
San
old
Francisco.
Oh,
How
yeah.
old? Like old?
She's 70 plus.
Yeah.
They usually
Been gay.
Ben.
San Francisco? I'm with it
She's
for
a pioneer.
real. Pioneer.
She invented studism.
Ben. Y'all did the new stuff and getting the locks. We was
That's
gay
before
when
they
it wasn't
carried
right.
the backpacks.
Yeah.
We gay when it wasn't cool to be gay.
Yes.
We was original gays.
Them be the most homophobic ones.
That's why it made me laugh.
Yes.
She's not like that, but some of her friends, I'd be like, now
They be
y'all
like
is.
They be like,
Y'all is with them.
we didn't do that.
But they don't like how the new ones do it.
No.
They don't like
They don't like that.
They don't like it
And
at
they
all.
also don't like when the studs are too feminine. They don't like, what you doing?
Get out of there.
Be a gentleman.
Why your hands done?
They don't play
Your
with that.
toenails? What you doing?
They be looking at you, this just ain't right. It just ain't right.
I'm not gonna lie, hearing stunkles talk is like, it be so problematic and you just be like,
what did you just
what
say?
you mean?
And the thing is, those brand of studs are so homophobic because they meant to be trans.
Well,
They just
and
haven't developed
they
they don't know that yet.
You know.
You're supposed to be a boy.
There wasn't this many options.
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
So they're like, I don't do all that.
I don't do all that, all right?
They don't even like, I don't like all the pronouns. You are they, them. You're they.
They like original gay stuff.
Yes.
Just be original gay.
They don't know about
Don't do
all
all
that.
this
They
new
don't
stuff with your green dildos at the WNBA.
Please.
Because I want to know.
Because why is a dildo green? That's gay.
Just big and green. I said, this was purposeful.
Oh,
this was a
God.
message. Somebody was trying to send a message
Should've
to
just
my
been
ladies.
black.
I don't like that. That was not right. That was so rude. Knowing all the
And
straps
it
that's
has
in
all
that
the
building.
veins in it. It was like, why'd you get that one?
You wanted to make a
Hulk
point.
dick,
You wanna
like,
make a-
that was crazy. Seriously.
Oh my God.
How we always end up on studs.
I mean, you were a stud. My sister's gay.
It was a phase.
Yeah.
Jazz had a stud phase too, though. I don't know if y'all know that.
I believe
Jazz?
it.
My sister, my gay sister,
Wait, she had a stud phase?
she had a stud phase. It was
And then
very.
she came back and then she went back?
This was also when she was white. She had a white face too. It pissed me off royally. She had an eyebrow piercing. I'll never
my
forget
God.
Oh my
that.
eye.
She walked in that door.
What is it, with a ring?
It was just
Or the little-
the bar.
The bar?
When I tell you she walked in, I said I hate it. Didn't even let her get it out. She's like, well, I love it. Oh, I bet you do. I'm expressing myself. She was real white, Caucasian. And she wore things that were just, I'm like, this ain't you.
Hilarious.
Like, you're gay,
This your
but-
older sister.
But she
My older
would
sister.
have fit in because Jazz got so much ass. You know, the studs be having bodies on them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you got all that butt.
Putting all that butt in
You
Boston.
know what I'm saying? And now you got butt and boob.
The thing is,
you got
when I
the
see a
tits.
stud with too much ass, that's the shit that make you want to say holiness is still right. Because why would you ever wait? What are we doing, sister?
Studs are always thick though.
Caked up.
And studs be trying to hide them titties.
And it's be like they be trying to be baggy, like, girl,
I see that thing.
we can still see it.
And boobs just be redundant. Like, my God.
Dang, all that
Why would you
body.
have all that? They got the nerve to be a touch me not. You got to get touched. All that body.
If you really gay, I want to see your titties. I'm so sorry, sister.
I'm just saying.
Then
That
they be
don't
doing
make
shit
sense.
like, okay, now you're gonna wear a deep V-neck like you a boy. It's titty. It's still giving titty. Put some glitter on.
It's still giving tea. Oh, we're professional.
So, okay.
Sorry.
So season 2 of Churchy. From studs to church.
Will there be any stunkles?
I don't think we'll be there yet in season 3.
What is something that we can expect for season
Oh
2?
man. Season 2 is funnier. I've been saying it's bigger, better, funnier, and longer. There's 10 episodes instead of 8.
Yay.
It's better written. Shout out to Rich Washington. He helped make season 1 better than when I was just writing, or me and Sid. It's gotten funnier, but it's also better written in the sense of like how TV shows are made.
Yeah.
ABC story themes, things that I was not aware of nor privy to because I didn't go to film school or screenwriting
And they
school.
do be teaching that structure.
They teach that structure, and you really got to work within that structure.
Yeah.
And also BT, the creative exec, was helping. When we did season 1, I made it and turned it in. This time she was brilliant as well. And that's why I say it's better. It's like funnier. It's not like anybody was bad. It's just you had more resources
to do what you
do. You have more people helping to make it funnier, so it's funnier. Better stories, a lot more cameos. First, we didn't have no money. And it was during COVID, so we were really limited.
Yeah.
And me and Melissa were paying for it all. So it was super, super limited. And we had to pay for COVID tests, which was very expensive at that time. We didn't have that this time. So you will enjoy it. All the episodes are like 22 minutes, almost on the dot. So you should breeze through. And like story builds into a great crescendo. You will have a good time. I literally can't wait for it to come out because I think people are really going to be like, dang, this is really good. Like, I'm surprised, Kev. But that's the thing about me. Everything to me is my best thing until my next thing, which is also my best thing.
Which is how it should be.
I was going to say, that's a good rule of thumb.
Ryan Coogler said this. It was like, which one's your best film? He was like, they are all the best thing I could have made at that time.
Yeah, whichever one come out.
And that's exactly like you should be building on top of yourself. I mean, obviously, everything's not going to be great.
Yeah.
But I do think Churchy season 2 is great.
Yeah.
I have a question about the writing, just because, you've talked about how you were started on YouTube. I used to write YouTube. And then now you talked about being exposed to like actual writing structure.
Yeah.
What is that like? Like, how has it changed how you as a writer? Do you think it's made you stronger?
First, it was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I realized there's a science to this that when done very well, you don't even realize how well it's done.
Yeah.
Like The Office is one of my favorite shows. Joshy's here. Just perfection on screen to me.
Yeah. Agreed.
But I mean, structure-wise, when you find out how it works, they do it to a T. Oh, cold open, A story, intro, B story, ABA, act break, ABA or ABC, ABAC, second act break, AB, resolve, tag, done, turn it in.
Yeah.
And the thing that's hard to get, that made me better, when I was by myself, I could leave everything in. And as a comedian, I'm loyal to the joke first. If it's funny, I don't care if it doesn't make sense. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
The creative exec, both mine, Rich, and BT's, they're loyal to the story first. So if something's funny, but it doesn't make sense, they're like, it doesn't make sense, right? So they helped me find the actual, it's the same as TikTok. Everything has a formula that makes things great. We love movies, but movies are very formulaic because people kind of want a certain experience. And rarely something can veer outside of that, but rarely does it veer outside and be well received. Like Memento is one of my favorite movies, and it goes backwards. It abandons all the rules. But that's like one out of 10,000 movies that
whole bunch.
You know what I mean? So I think I've learned to work within the structure a lot more than I ever did before. And I realized, like I said, I didn't go to school for this. So you got to learn how to write for TV, which is for TV, which is not the same as for film, not the same as for a play or a novel. They all have their own rules. Luckily for me, Rich worked in TV at a big agency for years, so he knows a lot of stuff. And for me, I just had to let people who be good do their thing. And I could, I'm responsible for the authenticity of the church, because sometimes they know TV but they don't know church.
Yeah, that ain't how it would be.
They was trying to pitch jokes that I was like, why are you?
That would never one but laugh at that.
Somebody, I remember one joke they pitched, and I said, "Oh, y'all don't love him." They said, "This character should get high and go and eat the communion crackers." I said, "Not the God I serve." You finna play with communion for real?
So
That's Rubbermaid mine.
Is, communion crackers are also nasty.
They're disgusting.
No one would think to eat that.
He was
when
like, you
they're hot.
should shake them up like sunflower seeds. I said, y'all, not while I'm ever alive. You would never.
They will come after us. They will cancel church.
And I don't feel good about it. And you can come after me for everything I believe in, but I will never do something I don't believe in and stand by it. So I was like, and that's what I told. I might do another show where I won't be as strong, but that church stuff, I said, this is my life. Y'all not playing. I'm not playing with this.
And it makes sense. And it's like something that you created from the ground up. So
yes, and it's my life, and it's from the place of love, not like I'm not disdain. That's not how I feel about the Black church. So it was a long-winded answer, but those are all.
No, that was exactly what I was trying to prove for you. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
And I saw you made a video after watching Ryan Coogler break down his direction for Sinners, and I wanted to ask about how you came into finding your role within production, because I think that's a very interesting topic as well.
So I saw this has happened to me twice on Ryan Coogler. Once he was talking about Black Panther. And he was talking about one of the Dora Milaje's costumes and how he had integrated green and red to represent Nigeria and femininity. And I said, man, I don't have time. And I honestly do not care about anything to that level of detail. Marvel not going to hire me to direct. I'll be so bored. I'll be like, does it fit?
It's all right.
It's fine. Come on. I want to make this.
Blow some shit up.
Right?
Yeah.
And then again, when he was talking about IMAX and aspect ratios, I literally been watching IMAX movies my whole life. Had no idea why they were more expensive. I was like, this screen is huge.
Yeah.
Had no idea it was an
glasses.
Glasses, y'all. Fully paying for and literally never even noticed the aspect ratio was changing. So I was like, oh, that's not my thing. Like, I'm not meant to do that in that way. And then actually, before I answered it fully, my boy was like, you don't have to be a director like Ryan Coogler to be a director.
Yeah.
Some of them are like cinematic directors.
Yeah.
Then you have like actor directors. Some directors, because I don't like post. I edit it.
Yeah.
I'm on to the next thing.
That's actually the most stressful thing
on
planet Earth.
I knew that when I worked at All Def.
Yeah.
They were like, we got to sit here and go through reaction shots. They'll shoot you. Okay, well, I didn't like that one. Oh, that one's good. We need more reaction shots. I'm like,
hours and hours and hours
I
and hours
can't
of footage.
do it. I'm not finna sit in here and scroll through reaction shots for my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. I want to make something new.
Yeah.
Like, so that's how I am. I realized, like, I like to start big. I like to make it, then you go edit it. I don't, as long as things are like, oh, I know that was funny, make sure that makes it.
Yeah.
But I don't move. I want to make something new now. So I think I leave it to people who love that stuff to do that stuff. And that's the editor. That could be the director. It could be a post-production supervisor. It's not me.
Most important.
I got a show.
Yeah.
Like, once I'm done with this, I want to go on stage now.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing is knowing what you love, spending as much time doing what you really love and are good at, and let somebody else do what they love and what they're good at. That's, to me, the best thing about it. And that's the thing about film. It's very collaborative.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Everybody does
I think
the
that's
part.
my favorite part about working in production and working in entertainment in and of itself is the most collaborative you'll ever get.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked so many other jobs and it's always like you,
Yes.
or me. And I don't work well by myself in that type of capacity. And so, like, working in spaces where it's like, there's obviously people behind the cameras and things like that, and kind of coming together to make something brilliant, that is like the magic for me.
Me and Josh and the cast from Churchill were just shooting like promo content, like Black people guest pumpkin pie and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Josh was like, oh, we should shoot it like this. And then DZ was like, oh no, let's try this. Then my assistant was like, oh, but if we do this, and like, and I'm like, oh, let's.
Yeah.
But like that video is better because everybody had one thing funny to say, which brings me back to The Office. I was like, I kind of got discouraged because I was like, this is entirely too funny. I can't make something like that. And one of my boys was like, you don't have to. They had like 30 people in their writer's room.
Yeah.
One person was like, oh, it'd be funny if we threw the cat up there. And then I saw a video, somebody else was like, oh, it'd be funny if the cat then fell down. One person didn't even have that idea. And then somebody was like, it'd be hilarious if while everybody's leaving, Kevin goes and punches the vending machine and tries to take snacks out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because in my mind, I've got to sit there and think of every funny thing. And they're like, nah, it's like a comedian.
Yeah.
You can tag a joke and you can say something, and then we kind of get something going. That's how Hollywood works. And then the actors bring something to it. And that's what I loved on Churchy. Every department brought their creativity. So it's my vision overall. Rich knows how to synthesize that into a readable script. Rich and Murph, who wrote it. And then Mark and Quinn and Jasmine and Tahir, they go in like, okay, my character will do this. Based on what y'all wrote, here's what I add to it. And the wardrobe person will be like, based on what I read, this is how this person should dress. And the makeup artist, and then the DP, and if you're blessed, every department wants to do their best. That's actually why things take so long.
Yeah.
Because every department wants to make the lighting guy was like, it'd be funny. I remember this in the jail, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. He was like, the lights in the jail should not be constant. They should be flickering. Because flickering in this scene, like, this person's supposed to be a little scary. If the light flickers, it'll be a little scarier. And I'm like, okay, I
just
never would have.
Yeah,
and like, how do you even do that? So he had a little computer program, and he's doing that. And then somebody else is like, we should put it on the slider. And I'm like, this is crazy,
I
y'all.
love watching the other people of the other things. Like, I hate camera work and editing to my core, but I love watching people do it. Like, yes.
Be creative.
You're so good at it.
Like, this was the first season. I've never had the money for production designer. Ever. And I honestly didn't know what they did.
Yeah.
So I had the money this time. When I tell you we hired a production designer, and now I can't go back. I can, but I don't want to. So we had a lottery episode, and the show's based in Lubbock, Texas. We shoot obviously in LA. This person who Corey Washington was our production designer, he made a lottery station like you have at a gas station, and the lottery ticket said Lubbock Lotto. Like, he designed them to be in Texas. And I remember I was at the gas station just looking, and I picked it up, and I was like, wait, this says Lubbock. He was like, yeah, we designed this too.
Like,
and he's like, and the camera didn't even see that.
Yeah.
But the actors can feel it. He made the church sign. Like, so he's just as creative in design as I am in comedy, as the makeup artist is in makeup, as the hairstylist is in hair. So when you have all these things working together, yada de bo, then and then the editor's like, oh, this pacing wise, there was a scene, I don't want to give away too much, but there's a scene in the final episode. We wrote this, and the way it's edited, I said, I never would have even dreamed. And I don't know how to edit that well. I'm a funny cut, trim for time. I'm not an editor like. And I said, oh, you really was in your bag for that scene. And that's why I think the show is better, because we have all those things happening. And that's what makes it.
This is what they do.
This is what they do.
And they can go from person to person. And see, that's the part that you don't think about. I was just watching a drag race scene, and someone had quoted and was like, shout out to the editor for getting each person's, because it's like, this person says something, this person. And it's like, that's the stuff that me and like you, I'm just going to keep it on everyone. I feel like you heard everybody.
Yes, for sure.
But for the dramatic effect of
you heard everybody. Put it in the wide and get it. So yeah, for sure. And that's the difference. And if we get a season 3, ideally we can do that even better. And now I understand that. So now we can write to that stuff to make it better. When we weren't, I was not aware of that. So I couldn't do it because I don't know it. It exists in movies, but to a scale you don't realize because you don't know.
Well, you're only gonna keep getting more. So
hopefully.
Oh, we get that season 3.
Hopefully, I hope so. Because you guys are on my list if we get a season 3.
You heard it here
But
first.
I must say, I don't have full control anymore, so all I can do is try. It's another thing I learned. When they set networks money, it's their choice.
Yeah.
And that was a hard lesson. Because season 1, I could do a lot.
Yeah.
Whatever I thought was good, made it.
Yeah.
When we sold it to them, they were like, we don't want this. And I was like, no, but. And they were like, man, did we?
What I say?
It's very...
Yeah.
And season 2 was even more of that. But I was making promises like I had control because there was things I thought they would never do. They did. And they was like, oh, let me just... when somebody knows they got you, like, oh, yeah, I thought you was... Who bought it? Who? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, what was said? So you want us to cut that out? And that was good. They made me think it was my idea.
Yeah.
Don't you think that would be good?
Yeah, cut.
Yeah. We think that'd be good if it was a little shorter.
It was done last week.
And then we turned it back in the same way. Oh, no, I thought we said it'd be better if it was cut. Yeah, but I thought we said. So we'll see in the next version. Let's do a call. Yeah. Remember when we said?
No, that's about how it be, at the point where now we're starting to work with brands and stuff.
It's just like that.
It's like,
it's just like
you
that.
meant that.
You meant you wanted me to cut that part out. I thought it was good.
My bad.
But see, so when you do a brand deal, you get a creative brief or you pitch an idea. Imagine if it's your baby.
Yeah.
And they like,
it's
I know
tough.
That's crazy. But if we pay for it, we don't want that. And you'll be like, but my audience, but we said no. It's a brand deal on steroids. And sometimes I'd be like, but eventually he who pays stays. And that's what I learned. Whoever pays for it has the final say. So I will try my best to get y'all on. But that's why I had y'all in safe space, because I could control that.
Yes.
But on them TV shows, I will try.
Hey.
And you might get shot and might not make it.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
So take some pictures on set, nigga, because that's all you can get.
As long as we got it on record. we was asked to be.
Now we talking.
We was good enough.
You definitely good enough.
That's good enough for me.
Y'all definitely good enough.
Hello.
The talent is there. And y'all gonna go so far.
Period.
But hopefully y'all, I want y'all to go so far, y'all get me on the red carpet of y'all stuff. And I'll be like, man, and that's because I knew Jamila Mecca win. Back when they was yapping and getting yelled at on TikTok.
Yes.
Boy, those were the days. I hope I don't sound like that at the time.
You
hope
probably
it's
will.
like,
You know, as all blacks, there's a certain
when I
tone.
get that blue, when we get that blue around the eye.
Yes, everything starts to get elongated. A little bit Jennifer Lewis.
Yes. Well, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I was just thinking, has Jennifer Lewis always been like this?
She's always been
Has
like
to
that.
be.
She's just got more Jennifer
I was going to
Lewis.
say she has, but with the age, it's
And
like,
that's how I know I'm going to be
Yeah.
something
I no
else.
longer care.
So how are you feeling now with your, this is what, second book?
Yes.
Second
He's an author.
book.
I'm an author.
author.
I you know what's crazy? Like, it is a very surreal, the amount of things. As we're talking about, I'm like, dang, this is all me?
Yeah, you did all them things.
That's
We wrote it down.
That's
Yes.
and that's just like this quarter.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's like Churchy on BET Plus, The Hospital on BET, Successful Failure coming out, and I'm on TBS on Friday Night Vibes
Hello?
every Friday.
Every.
That's on regular TV.
You is on cable.
Cable on
Yes.
3 different shows, and this is just
that's
1
right.
year.
Yeah, and
One
you've
quarter.
been literally touring, of course, with your
And I'll be on
with
tour.
your comedy tour, but then also the podcast. So you was on Joe Budden. You've talked to
Yes.
Sherry. You've talked to everybody.
It is crazy. It really is.
Yes.
I'd be like, this is a lot, but
It was.
you just wake up and you be like, all the things you dreamed of start to happen, and then you're like, dang, this
Yeah.
is crazy. And then you go on those things. They're like, oh yeah, come back anytime. It's
Yeah,
like, nigga, I was
anytime.
trying to get on here for 8 years.
right.
I was trying to get on the Breakfast Club since Birdman.
Oh,
I was like, man, what could that do for my
Yeah.
career? What was that?
That was a
that
while
had
ago.
to be 2017.
I said I was in college.
Yeah, that was a minute ago. Not to.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, just,
It'd be like that when I talk to y'all.
I was drinking Four Locos when that happened, child.
it was a minute ago.
But then I did it twice in like 6 months,
Yeah,
which is crazy, you know. So
but I mean, this is crazy for us
what?
having you here.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's the
honestly, you know, we
thing.
usually be
No,
out
but
the
it
house.
is.
That's
Because
the
as
thing.
we're reading your things, like I don't know if it's connecting to you, Kev On. I don't know if it's connecting to you. In high school, in college, I'm watching All Def Digital like, wow, I really love this. Like I would
these
love to
people.
do this. Like this
You
is what I
would
wanna
have,
do.
y'all would have been great.
Oh, I wanted to. I used to write my own jokes too. Like I would have said, I would pause and I would say it to them. Like they would have laughed at. You know, I always been a little cuckoo.
I love this.
I would literally pause and be like, and add my own 2 cents like I was in the room. I was doing roast meeting. I was roasting y'all.
You was
Y'all
in
didn't-
there?
I
Were
was
you
in the
doing
room.
good or you
I was-
detention?
It was half and half.
It was happening.
It was half and half. I learned my lesson. I used to put people on like, y'all watch this. When I tell you, like I was an All Def Digital stan.
Wow.
So when you follow, I said, oh, girl, hey, hold up, wait a damn minute. I said, I'm DMing. I don't know if it's weird, but I'm sending that DM.
And that happens to me all the time. I don't think of myself like that. I
You
low key
should.
just.
You were in the Smithsonian though.
I know,
The
but it
Smith.
don't like.
But it's like I'm just me. I'm just Kev.
1000%. Like I only did that video because I didn't have nothing to make that day,
Yeah.
and I was staying within walking distance to the thing. And I was like, I ain't been here in a minute. I'll post it, and I thought people would be like, oh yeah, that is right. People were Tab didn't know, and Tab's a poster. She said, Kev, you in the what?
Yeah.
But I hadn't been since like 2018 or 19. We took our kids and they were little, and I just never thought of it.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I'm always like, whatever I'm doing is dope in the moment, and then I move on. And the crazy thing about All Def is like, that happens to me a lot. With
Yeah.
creators y'all age, like,
I don't think sometimes even with Tahir and like that whole experience, to Jamila's point, it was setting in post the whole situation because you know now you at home and you like, whoa, Like, these are people I was really watching.
I couldn't even like
trying to do homework,
and
like,
I'm trying to be regular, you know.
Mind you,
and I'm not regular.
When Tahir sent the invoice, I said, "And all death? I gotta put that in the invoice."
It was
Wait, what
such
y'all do
a
about
gag.
Squadcast.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all did
Squadcast?
Squadcast?
Yeah.
Has it aired?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So like, I when that happened, I was like, "This is so crazy." And then I had like friends being like, "Seen you on Squadcast."
Yeah, it's
I was like,
this.
Wow. I'm on this YouTube channel I used to watch.
And then y'all just be expecting me to act regular. Okay.
And then y'all, the best part about it is, one, I would have never thought y'all were thinking about it. And then y'all get on set and absolutely deliver. And I'm just like,
I did come to play.
Well, you know.
listen, them feet might not touch the ground, but that talent does.
My
And
feet touched the ground that day.
That day, y'all, I remember y'all both made me break character multiple times. And in my head, I'm just like, first of all, shout out to me for having such an eye for talent. And I'd be like, oh, you did it again, Kev. You did it. Because y'all, when y'all started talking, I said, I can see the audience being like, y'all's fans. And that's part of the reason, like, I want the show to do well. And I know y'all will be excited to post about it because you look good in it. Like, you are funny in it. And y'all's fans will be like, this is dope. But people who don't know you are going to be like, y'all going to be somebody's all deaf. They're going to be watching you and be like, I used to watch you on TikTok when I was in middle school.
Speak it to existence.
And what's happening right now?
Yeah.
There's somebody who's 13, 14 who is watching y'all right now. And that video that you did, Love Island, whatever it is, they're going to be like, they're going to meet y'all.
Now, please don't start crying.
Oh, cry. They're going to look at you and be like, but no, seriously.
I'm prophesizing over you.
No, it's already happening. Like,
That's crazy.
It's already happening because you are just doing what you're meant to do. And somebody is going to be inspired by you. And they're going to be 10 years younger than you. And you're going to be like, when I was in middle school, I was watching y'all do your Michael Jackson video. And I was watching you yap. And now we're working together. And they're going to be like, I can't believe this is happening. You're Jamila. You're Mecca. Or y'all are together. I'm on y'all set. Like, it's already happened. Because it was happening for me. And I never knew. Like, Tony Stadavici, I ran into him at DreamCon. And I'm like, you're hilarious. He was like, I grew up on you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Because I was just at work. That was my job.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? That's how, when I was making TikToks, I think that's why it also was so sporadic, because I was just at work.
Yeah.
I feel like the people who was really just at work do be taking it so far because you're just like, I'm just doing this.
Yes.
I'm just doing.
We were just doing that. Yeah. The funny thing about it, the golden age of all deaf was that, what you were mentioning, that's because we ran out of money. We started off paying.
Rent was due.
Josh can tell you. We started
had
off
two
paying.
nickels.
We had influencers at the beginning. We was writing checks.
Yeah.
And that money, our bosses were just like, all right, that's out. Like, we spent all that money. We don't got it no more. So all y'all who work here, y'all are in the stuff now. And that's how, it wasn't as clear as that, but it was like the budgets kept getting lower and lower and lower. We were like, nigga, the only way we're gonna be able to do this is if we act in it. Yeah. And we don't have to pay nobody. Yeah. Because we already work here. And we just had the camaraderie because we all sat at a desk. It was like me, Tahir, Teddy, who didn't work there, but he used to be there. Meg, Josh.
Child. And that was when we were talking about, I said, Dad, I love Teddy Ray so much.
Teddy Ray was our generation's Robin Harris.
He was very
sick.
He should have been the biggest. The funny thing about Teddy to me, Teddy was that funny on stage, in person, in the break room, in the elevator.
I could tell.
Everything he said was funny. That double cheeked up thing, I directed that sketch. I approved that. That's not in the script.
It couldn't have been. There's no way it would have been.
Who can write double cheeked up on a Thursday? Only Teddy can say, and I don't think that was in his mind 2 seconds before he said it. God himself said, Teddy, you're going to be funnier than the most people. And when he was on stage, you could never tell. He talked on stage the way he talked, like he's talking to me and you. And he had that little laugh. You know what I'm saying? But we used to be like, this nigga's the funniest nigga ever.
He was very
translated.
So it was just like, I like to say it was like digital media college. It was like going to college again. Yeah. But I was a man.
And I also
love, y'all was young, but I had kids.
It was the black side. That's what made it, because, no shade. We did have the BuzzFeeds.
Oh, we was trying to be Black BuzzFeed.
And y'all were better.
Y'all, see, that's
like,
the thing.
I mean that.
And like, seriously.
It was always better than BuzzFeed.
It was better than BuzzFeed.
It was so BuzzFeed.
Said, like, BuzzFeed would have their moments, and always their moments were centered around the Black folks, Quinta.
Yeah,
and such.
Absolutely.
And so I was like, I just can't. I can't put my finger on why this isn't funny. Then I saw.
Well, you know, BuzzFeed's goal wasn't to be funny.
Clearly.
Their goal was to be relatable.
And, well, barely that. I was like, I need some black in me.
Yeah, our bosses were like, you got to be relatable. We were like, nah, man, we got to be funny. Because we got to live.
Yeah.
Like, we got to be out in the world with these videos.
But the thing is, even just taking it back to Teddy.
We're not stopping Taylor Danielle. Now what you finna do?
Not the clock. Just let me wrap my point. Not the clock.
My bad.
Even to your point, you know a nigga like Teddy who, even though no one would have thought to bring up double cheeked up on a Thursday, but you know a nigga who thinks exactly like that.
You're 36.
You're 36.
I was on set that day.
Like, the quotables.
Was it?
Wow.
Lore.
We didn't have
wow.
Confirmation of being broke.
The videos that changed All Def's career was Black Barbecues Be Like.
Yeah.
And
iconic.
We shot that at my home. Speaking of Josh, we shot that on an iPhone.
Wow.
We shot 2 of them the same day. And I remember we got back and those videos went crazy.
Yeah.
And we were literally like, do this. Josh's boy, Ernie, his mom made Mexican food for the sketch.
Wow.
And our lunch, we ate that.
Because we really ate that.
Right. And she smashed. Like she was in her bag. She made like homemade tortillas. We were like, nigga, this is great.
Yeah, fuck this
in my backyard, we shot that. And I remember our bosses were like, wait, they looked at the budget because it was just me and the homies at my house, no location fee or nothing like that. My kids was in there doing the videos and stuff. And our bosses were like, more of this. All that. We used to spend like $5-6 grand on a sketch. $7 grand, $10 grand on a sketch.
That's insane.
And then them videos started to be like $200-$300. There was like more than $200-$300 less than the other thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then Great Taste, Roast Me shows that you can make 6 episodes in a day. And low-key, that's I learned that, and then I did that same thing with Kev On Stage Studios. I do that today with Patreon. Like that's why I say it was like.
But it was relatable because those are the shows that remind you of like when you were at the lunch table or when you're sitting with your friends and when you're like. So y'all had the formula. Yeah. You just delivered it like you said how y'all do it.
Yeah.
And it was natural and it wasn't overproduced. It wasn't over-directed, overwritten. You could tell that y'all had a rough idea.
For real.
I know. I said, oh, them niggas said we gonna just do this. The things that would come out y'all mouth, I'm like, this is my kind of show right here.
Yeah, low-key, Great Taste is like a podcast.
Yeah.
It's really just a podcast. We just chopping it up and you feel like you're a part of the homies because you really are. Yeah. We was friends for real. We would go sit at our desk and be like, nigga, I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah.
Or they really cooked me on that. And then we would go eat lunch and then like go home. Like it was surreal. I remember being like, I should not be getting paid to do this. Like we wasn't really making no bread, but it was like, it don't matter because we should not be getting paid to do this for a living. Yeah. Like I pay my mortgage, mortgage.
You're having fun.
Yeah.
Having fun. We said nigga at work. We made white people so uncomfortable. We said nigga all through the meetings, all in the emails. There was like 3 white people there. We was like, nigga, what I told you was this. What you think about it, white boy? Like, it was like that. The niggas was in power.
Yes.
We had a white intern. Traffic was my intern. We was like, what you gonna do? Type nigga out? What you think when you put the star? Type it.
N-I.
Yeah. You ain't gonna say nigga, are you? We would hover around his desk. Yeah, you think it's funny, huh? Talking like for the whole time, that was a white boy on all them captions.
Wow.
Talking black. He was
type
good.
Nigga.
Big digital blackface. He ain't not type nigga. He wasn't crazy.
I'm crying. Well, he wasn't that damn crazy. Hold on. Because I said his name on you. He ain't that crazy.
Nah, but he was super talented. And I remember he was like, man, I don't know. I'm going to quit this job. And I was like, quit. You got it. Yeah. You need to quit. You're going to make way more money.
Doing something.
That set y'all up.
Yeah.
I feel like I just watch, like over the years, just watching everybody kind of like take their own different like paths. And it's just like.
It's in living color.
Yes.
Digital in living color.
Yes.
We've all done different things. And to me, that's all I wanted to do is like, it was like, I don't know, like 7 out of 10 of them became huge stars.
Yeah.
In all their different, like, and we have had so many people go on and do their own thing in various different ways. And it's not even over. It will continue to go on, but I'm eternally grateful for the time there.
And we're eternally grateful.
That's great.
Same.
Thank you.
Eternally grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
This was so good.
We know we could talk for another hour.
Oh, we could just sit here and kiki.
Yes.
This was great.
Well, let everybody know
where
we can find you.
Give us your Facebook.
Yeah. Let the people know where I'm sure they already know where to find you. But
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, YouTube. It's Kev On Stage. TikTok. It's Kev On Stage TikTok. Somebody beat me to my own name there. But if you search Kev On Stage, I got 1.1, so you'll know the one. I'm not verified on TikTok, verified by the streets.
Hey, me neither.
Churchy, August 21st on BET Plus. The Hospital, September 10th on BET Plus. Successful Failure, September 23rd. Wherever books are found, except Target. Do not go there, blacks. Ooh. Go to the other places.
Not him standing on business.
Big business.
And TBS, Friday Night Vibes, every Friday until January.
Come on now.
My Patreon, KevOnStageStudios.com.
And it just keeps going.
Here's the thing. Every Wednesday, publicly, we got the bonus episode on Patreon, man. Come rock with your boy.
I know that's right.
Yeah. We same time. And we just gonna plug our Patreon at the end there. Unhinged anymore.
Yes, we also have merch available.
UNITY. Y'all got t-shirts?
We do with this on it.
Where do you get them?
Unhingedmall.com.
Y'all doing a drop ship?
Yep.
Okay, let me get my shirt.
He's ordering it now. So should you. But you guys already know what the deal is. Every Thursday, new episode. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It's different. Touchdown, first pick again. Sundown, I'm the Michelin. Home cook, get a whiff of it. Dope, got him sniffing.